Today I'm going to put the hot water heater in. It's going to go down here on the step at the back here. It'll be under the bed. It's a convenient location. I can cut a hole for the vent in the side of the bus without actually having to cut into the frame or anything like that. I'm just going to see if it fits first, whether we need to raise it up a little bit, and then we'll fit it. The hot water heater is in, and there's the hot water unit in. Today I'm fitting off the water tank and pump. We have a 100 litre water tank, and we'll carry two 25 litre tanks just to top it up if we run short, and of course that's a way of staying abreast of how much water you've actually got. I bought it online, imported it. It's not a black one, but it's going to be undercover anyway, so the light's not going to get to it, and if it does I'll just paint it black. So we're going to be servicing the kitchen sink and the shower and a little vanity unit within the shower. I just bought a standard camper pump and the various 12mm fittings that come with it. I have a lot of copper pipe and old brass fittings and so on in a box. So what I've done is, because there's no pressure, I've just used a reinforced good quality garden hose to lead the water from the tank into the pump. This is simply a flanged end with a copper pipe system. Basically put one of those in between and then seal it up in the joint. The old 1/2-inch copper pipe fits quite snugly into the water hose, so I'm shoving that in there and then fitting them with just a ring clamp. It's a little bit untidy compared to the new stuff, but I'm sure once I've got it all fitted together and tied down, it'll work quite well. So initially I was using the garden hose with the copper pipe flanged and so on. Just looked a bit untidy. It would have worked fine, but I just didn't like it. So I've put the hot and cold water pipes through this 30mm conduit and run it under the bus. Where I can, I'm using continuous lengths and just putting a minimal number of joiners in. The water pipe's fairly robust, but when you think about it, all the pounding and stones and weather and hot roads, this is probably the best way to do it. So that's most of the water fittings in. It didn't happen over one weekend. I can tell you that all that work took several weekends and days. It does eventually come together. It's just something that is quite fiddly. And with the lockdowns, it did make it difficult getting bits and pieces. Probably would have made the job easier if I could have just bought all the linkages when I needed them. But I eventually got it there, and I'm pretty happy with the result.